The streets of Seattle, a last resort for thousands of homeless people every night.
Lonely, boring, cold.
When it's really cold, it's kind of hard to be anywhere.
You can sit out on those streets, on those curbs, and start feeling really low about yourself, the way that people look at you like you're not even there.
They look at you as if though you don't exist. They look at you and they don't think there, but for the grace of God go I.
The most difficult thing, especially being a young female, drugs, prostitution.
I know a lot of women that live on these streets here and they're constantly raped and beat up.
I've been beat up and robbed. I sleep wherever I can. Just find a nook somewhere and lay some cardboard down.
I was a 50-year-old man. You can't imagine how scary it is to try to find a place to sleep when you're on the street.
The other vital need is food, and for 30 years, Community Lunch has been there to help.
And kick back and just relax and mingle with other people. It makes you feel normal again, and that even though if it's only for like an hour, for the normal feeling, it's a great feeling.
Somewhere to come in out of the cold and get something to eat, a balanced meal, meet good people.
It also brings everybody that is in the streets together to come and eat together. And that's very nice to bring like a sense of community.
And it's refreshing to the soul just to come here and be around people that are real people.
First of all, it gave me dignity. There's no begging involved. It's civilizing. The streets are not civilized.
It feels like a family. Just one big family just comes together twice, 3 times a week. Our own little community.
The need to be part of a social structure, I guess, part of the village is very, very important. And there's that fellowship down here. So there's a lot of positive energy that's created.
My name is Frank. I'm 83. I'm trying to live on my Social Security and a small pension that I have in California. And, this is really nice to be able to come down here and have a real meal. And I enjoy the Gemütlichkeit. The socializing is very important.
There's a lot of camaraderie and there's a lot of really super nice souls that are trying to help a lot of people that are really in need.
A perfect description of our longest serving volunteer, Jan Orlando.
Well, I was here for the first lunch, which was in 1984. There's been a lot of changes because when we first started, we brought the food in. Now the food's all made here. The only thing that's similar is the window that you serve out of. It's really important to me to do this kind of work. These are my people. These are the people that anchor my life. These people are just real. The person who works here doesn't come here and doesn't leave unchanged.
I just have always felt like this was a value to anybody eating here, obviously, but a greater value to us that are serving it. It's grown a great deal, and the need has grown a great deal.
I call this my Friday high. I absolutely love it. I come every Friday and I leave with a smile on my face every Friday. There's something about giving somebody food that's just so basic that it just feels like the right thing to do.
Steve is one of our success stories, and after years on the streets, now has an apartment.
5 years off the street, I still can't believe it. My case was a hopeless case. Hopeless. Until people took my hand and led me step by step to get me to where I'm off the street, where I was finally off the street. And all this came about for the simple reason that you people cared enough at the community lunch to help somebody, to help me. If it hadn't been there at all, totally didn't exist, I'd probably still be on the street.
We all need to help donate money to make sure this continues. This is something that feels good for me, it feels good for some of my kids. They all feel like this is important, and it's one place that they can make a difference.
We're just a solid part of the community. People depend on us. Lives have been changed. And the amount of money that it costs to do this, it's such a small cost, and the things that we can do are just amazing. I would do anything I can to keep this program functioning.
Thank you so much for all the things, and I love this place.